Hey everybody, welcome back to James Draws Everything. This is James, and in the Draw Everything series, we are drawing all the flags of the world, and this is going to be number 6, and we're going to do Tanzania. And I heard some feedback. You guys are like, James, you've got red flags, you've got blue flags, you've got bird flags, and James, where's your green? And to that I say, you know what, you got some nerve. This is my channel. Okay, I call the shots. No, I'm just kidding. I love all you guys. But you're right, we do need a green flag. And Tanzania is going to finally add some green to this palette. So let's go ahead and start. Alright, so Tanzania, it's a country in Africa, and it's right about over here. It borders Kenya, Mozambique, and the Indian Ocean. And it was a center of trade for a long period of time, just being on the Indian Ocean. In the colonial period, it kind of bounced back and forth. It was under Portuguese control for a while, then German, then British, before achieving independence in 1964. And it's kind of two countries combined, Tanganyika and Zanzibar. And the flag kind of represents the cultures of both. So let's just start off. We've got two gold ribbons in the middle. So let me just draw those first, because, you know, like I pointed out earlier, you know, your lightest color, yellow, you can want to lay that down first, because you can always go over it with darker colors later. Alright, so there's our two yellow bands. And now I'm going to go in this corner and I'm going to hit it with my green. And the green represents the natural vegetation of the country. So let's just do our border first. There you go. You happy now? We finally got some green on our sheet here. Okay. And then I'm just going to fill that in. And Tanzania is our first African flag in the series. And a lot of African flags have combinations of red and green, but there's actually no red on the Tanzania flag. Alright, I'm just going to kind of go over that, fill in the white spots. Alright, so there's our light green. You happy now? I finally got some green on there. Alright, now I'm going to hit my blue. And the blue represents the many lakes and rivers of Tanzania, as well as the Indian Ocean. Tanzania, again, important trading post, because it's right on the Indian Ocean. So as you know, Europeans were going into Africa during the colonial time, it was important to gain access to the Indian Ocean, because that's where all the trade routes were. Fill this in. This one's also a little bit of a lighter blue. So again, it's not like a dark blue like the Mongolian, or, you know, like the US flag, Great Britain. Okay. And also, because of Tanzania is kind of unique, and then it's like a combination of two countries, Tanganyika and Zanzibar, so it kind of combines the country, or the colors of both flags before they kind of combined into Tanzania when they achieved independence in 1964. And in the middle, there's going to be a black stripe. So I'm not going to use this for that, because it's an actual color on the flag. I'm going to use just my black fine point marker. So let's get to work on that. And it kind of comes to a point at the end, so I'm just going to draw my points first. And then just kind of run along that yellow to make the yellow pop. Okay, and then we'll just slowly but surely kind of fill in our gaps here, because these are just straight lines. I'm just going to go all the way through. And that black is really strong, so I don't want to go too overboard with filling that in. Just sharpen up my corners a little bit. Okay, so there's Tanzania. Again, it's a combination of the Tanganyika and the Zanzibar flag. The green represents the vegetation of the country. The blue represents the lakes and rivers as well as the Indian Ocean. And I didn't tell you about the yellow, so the yellow represents the gold and the rich mineral deposits of the country. So, and as you know, during the colonial times, there's a big scramble for natural resources in Africa. So the Tanzania flag represents that. And then we'll just hit our border here. Okay, so our first African flag on the project here is done. And let me just get rid of these grid lines. And we're just going to label it so that we don't forget in the future. Tanzania. Alright, when I was a kid I used to thought it was Tanzania. I think I only found out it was called Tanzania like 2 seconds ago. Anyways, just fill in our last gaps here. Just tighten up where the yellow hits the corners. I'm going to do the same with my green, and maybe just make that yellow border just a bit bolder to make that pop. And there you go, Tanzania. Alright, so we are 6 down, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all on the next video. Thank you.